early. It'll reduce the interest that you will wind up paying on that account as well. And then from the example that I just gave you, it even shortened the amount or the payment that's actually due. Now, if you do it just one time, it's not really going to help you out. So if you pay extra the one time and then the next time the bill comes and you pay that amount, it's not going to help you that much at all. But if you continually pay a little extra on your accounts, then it'll absolutely help you out when it comes to you and getting out of debt and whatnot. So make sure that you actually do that. Okay. So we're talking today about all of the things that can help you. Or actually not the things that'll help you, but the things that will negatively impact your credit score and what you're doing to do that. So we're going to take a pause right quick. I'm going to throw out a few more shout outs as well. So I want to shout out Carlton Bryant. Carlton Bryant became a new father on Father's Day. Now, isn't that a kick in the head to become a new father on Father's Day? So congratulations to him. His baby girl, Audrey. So congratulations, Carlton, on your baby girl. And then I want to give a anniversary shout out. So Spencer and Stephanie Moss celebrated 11 years of marriage. So I want to make sure that I give them a big shout out as well. 11 years ago, I was in that wedding, and I absolutely remember it just like it was yesterday. So big shout out to you guys as well. Okay, so let's jump into the question of the day. Question of the day is brought to you by none other than Cute as a Cupcake, where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Cute as a Cupcake is located at 2008 West 81st in Maryville, Indiana. Get by Cute as a Cupcake and tell them that the 800 credit score man sent you to Cute as a Cupcake. All right, so our question of the day is actually comes from you, the listeners. So first of all, I want to tell you, if you have any questions at all, contact me, 800 credit score man at gmail.com. Or you can contact me on any one of the social media sites, whether it's Instagram, where I'm at 800 Credit Score Man on Instagram, or Facebook, 800 Credit Score Man as well. And then also join the group, Credit Score Comeback. Join that group as well on Facebook, and you can ask me questions directly there. Again, on Twitter, I'm at credit score _ man on Twitter as well. I'm also now on Tumblr, so you can get the Tumblr too. 800 Credit Score Man on Tumblr as well. So the question of the day, actually, I believe this question came through, I want to say it came through my Instagram account. So you can contact me there as well. So Gabrielle from California, she asked the question. So her question was, she has a personal loan with a credit union, and she wanted to ask if this type of loan is an installment loan. That was her first question. And if it will affect her score, her credit score, if she pays it off. All right. So first of all, thank you very much, Gabrielle, for contacting me. We had a very good back and forth. I really do appreciate you. And so to your first question is that personal loan with the credit union an installment loan? And yes, your personal loan is an installment loan. And when I speak of personal loans, I don't mean, and I need to make this clear because somebody asked me before, when I say a personal loan, not from person to person. So I don't mean something that's, you borrow money from your mother, you borrow money from your father, your brother, something like that. A personal loan is when you go to a place like the credit union, like Gabrielle did, and then you get a loan from them. That appears on your credit report, that personal loan. It is an installment loan. An installment loan will have a term. So if it's 24 months and you pay $200 a month, that's your term, and then that's how much you pay. Once it's over and done, and it's paid off. That is an installment loan. Another example would be your car. That's an installment loan. Student loans are an installment loan. Your mortgage is an installment loan. So yes, it is an installment loan. Secondly, she asks, will it affect her credit score as well if she pays it off? Yes, it will affect your credit score if you go ahead and pay it off. And unfortunately, it affects your credit score negatively some of the time. And the only reason that it does that, if you don't have anything else that is an installment loan, you need to have different, we talk about the mix. So your mix of credit. Mix of credit is 10% of your credit score. So if you don't have anything else that's an installment loan, you don't have that student loan or mortgage or anything like that, it can negatively affect your credit score if you pay it off. Because now you don't have everything that they would like you to have. You have revolving and you have your installment within that particular mix. And the better your mix, the better your credit score can be. It shouldn't affect it too much if you have other installment loans as well. So if you have those other things, it shouldn't negatively affect your credit score at all. So again, the question was, she has this personal loan. And one, is it an installment loan? Yes, it is. And will it affect her credit score? It shouldn't do it. Affect it negatively if you have other options out there that you already have. If you're looking at doing something else afterwards, or you want to pay this loan off for a particular reason, like talking to Gabrielle, she was talking about maybe refinancing her home. So she does have other installment loans. It may not hurt you as much at all in that case. Now, you don't necessarily have to pay it off, in my mind, just to refinance your home. You don't have to necessarily pay it off unless there's a debt to income ratio issue. So if that payment is too high and it's putting you over the threshold where you can't be approved for your refinance, then I would go ahead and pay it off. But it's not necessary to pay it off to help you with your credit score or something like that. That doesn't usually have to happen. I would contact your lender and ask them questions before you go ahead and apply. Ask them questions and see what they think. They may push you to go ahead and apply because they want to kind of get you in the system, and move you along and close along with you. But I would go ahead and I would ask those questions to them in regard to your debt to income ratio. You can figure out your own debt to income ratio as well. All you have to do is take, how much money you make, and that's off of your gross, not your net, and not what you bring home, but whatever your salary is, and then list the bills that are on your credit report. So not things like your daycare bills or, other bills that you pay, like your cell phone and, like whatever your electric bill is, but things that are on your credit report. Take that gross and then look at how much the bills are on your credit report as well, and you'll come up with a percentage. You can ask your mortgage lender as well, what percentage do they want you to be at? It might be 35%, it might be 40%, something weird like 42%. Whatever it is, take a look at that, and you'll be able to determine if you'll be eligible for a loan. So, Gabrielle, thank you so much for contacting me. She contacted me again. She contacted me on Instagram. We had a very good back and forth. She's been listening to the show since October of last year, and I want to thank you again for listening to the show, and thank you for sharing it with all of your friends and family as well. You are officially a part of the 800 Credit Score Man show. Thank you so very much. And that's Gabrielle, you guys. Brought to you by Cute as a Cupcake, Cupcakery and Bake Shop, where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. And hey, if you have questions at all, again, contact me, 800 Credit Score Man at gmail.com. You may become a part of the show, just like Gabrielle did. I'll just give you a first name and where you're from. So thanks you very much for hitting me up all the way from California. Thank you so very much. All right, so let me throw out a couple of more shout outs. I got to shout out Jay Poindexter. He celebrated a birthday a week or so ago, a true servant's heart, a good man of God. I want to give you a shout out, Jay. Thank you very much for being a friend. I really appreciate it, and happy birthday to you as well. And I want to give another anniversary shout out. This anniversary shout out goes to Bobby and Fatia Terrell. They'll be celebrating a 2-year anniversary. I believe it's on Monday. So they'll be celebrating a 2-year wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary to you guys as well. So let's jump back into what we're talking about in regards to how you can really screw up your credit. So we talked about already not paying your bills on time. We talked about ignoring your creditors as well. And I gave you some tips on how you can go ahead and pay your bills on time and help yourself by budgeting and, not blowing your windfall, things of that nature. And then also to pay extra monthly to maybe help you out down the line if you happen to have an issue. So this next one is talking about collections. Getting collections. If you get a collection on your credit report, you basically get a double whammy. Because to get to collections, First of all, if it's an account that's already on your credit report, let's say it's a credit card, and you start to go bad with this credit card. You haven't paid them in 3 or 4 months. Not only is it showing on your credit report that you're 30 days late, then 30 to 60 days late, and then 60 to 90 days late. Not only is it showing that and being negative to your credit report, of which you're getting those points taken off of your credit report every month. It could be 20, 30, 40, 50 points taken off your credit report every month just because you're being late. So now they send you to a collection. Collection comes along, and now that's on your credit report as well. Having that collection go on your credit report could also ding your credit report and bring it down by 30, 40, 60 points in most cases, just by getting a collection on your credit report. So those are the ways that you can really screw up your credit report and your credit score. Now, let's say it's something that's not actually on your credit report. Let's say it is your cable bill. Talk about cable all the time. I say I never pay my cable bill until they turn it off, and I'm going to stop doing that. Just to let you guys know, I'm going to stop doing that. I looked at, like the late fee that I'm getting from that. I'm no longer paying that bill late anymore. I'm going to go ahead and pay it on time. So I'm going to suggest that you guys do the same. Don't follow my example on that, because I've always been bad about that, but I'm going to stop that. As of this month, I'm going to stop that. So let's say it is one of those accounts that's not on your credit report. So it's your cable bill, and then you switch from, AT&T to Comcast or DirecTV or whoever you want to go to. Let's say you do that switch and you don't pay that old bill. And so now they send you to collections. Never before was it on your credit report. So you never got that ding because you were late for 2 or 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But now you go to collections. Now you get that ding. So your credit score is going to fall 40, 50 points simply because you didn't pay that particular bill. So now that's on your credit report. And the only way to get it off is actually to go ahead and pay that bill. Now, paying that bill, and I just want to mention this because someone else, we discussed this on Facebook in, I think it was Credit Score Comeback Group. We were discussing this on Facebook about getting that collections put on your credit report and then paying it off. Now, to pay it off is great. Good, you have a zero. But it's better for you to get it to be deleted off your credit report as well. Paying it doesn't really do your credit score any good. So when you pay it, it'll stay on your credit report, and it's 7 years from the time that you pay it. So not even 7 years from the time that it went on your credit report. Say it's 5 years old, and you decided, okay, I'm finally going to go ahead and pay this ridiculous collection off. If that's the case, it's going to stay on your credit report another 7 years. So now you got your 5 year plus your 7 year, 12 years for this ridiculous account to be on your credit report for no particular reason. So when you pay it off, you want to ask them to have it deleted as well. That's how it helps your credit score. Now, it makes your credit report look better to lenders if you do have, zero balances on any collections that you've ever had. It does make that look better for you, but you want to make sure that you get that thing deleted off of your credit report. That's how it's going to affect your credit score in a positive manner as well. So when you get those collections, that's one of the ways that you're really, really negatively affecting your credit score. You get dinged twice, like I said. You were late before on whatever the other account was, and then you get sent to collections. That really hurts your credit score. And I know it's unfair. It totally seems unfair for that to happen as well, for that to happen to you, but it actually does happen to you. Another option or something that will hurt you and negatively affect your credit score is not paying your child support. That's the last thing you want to have show up on your credit report. Is something from some county somewhere because you haven't paid your child support. That will eventually hit your credit report. Now, it's not on your credit report, or it shouldn't typically be on your credit report if you have child support and you go ahead and you pay it regularly. But if you wind up being years behind on your child support or thousands of dollars behind on your child support, that will hit your credit report. Sometimes it shows up as a collection. Sometimes it shows up as a public record. But those kinds of items will absolutely negatively affect your credit report. Let me get to this one as well because we're ending the show. So garnishments. If you get a garnishment, that's going to show up on your credit report. So once somebody's tried to collect on you 100 times and they haven't been able to do so, and then they discover that you work at XYZ place, they may contact your HR department and place a garnishment on your wages. Now, that does show up on your credit report. And I want to caution you guys. Because I believe that garnishments will be on the rise. Previously, judgments went on your credit report. As of next week, July the 1st, this is what we've been waiting on. July the 1st,